Good evening and thanks for joining KAGS News at 10. I'm Sarah Wilson. Now, the nightmare for people trying to travel on Southwest Airlines didn't end today as the airline cut another 2,500 flights. Now, today's cancellation represents 60% of Southwest's schedule. Many airlines have canceled thousands of flights in the wake of the winter storms that caused problems all across the nation. But as other airlines begin to recover, Southwest continues to struggle. And CEO Bob Jordan issued an apology, saying the airline will continue to operate at a reduced schedule. But Meredith Haas has more.
The CEO of Southwest, Bob Jordan, coming out Tuesday with a message that still blames the bitter cold.
We're doing everything we can to return to a normal operation.
An aviation expert says this is a domino effect.
If it were just the weather, then why aren't all the other airlines canceling the same number of flights?
This is even keeping some hopeful travelers who plan to fly into Austin to visit Temple on the ground. And the soonest they could rebook, Sunday.
After trying to book with Southwest again and not being able to find anything reasonable or reasonably close to the date I wanted to go, I ended up booking on a different airline.
Though Chris didn't lose too much money.
It was still a hassle, and I didn't like it.
In Georgia, Caroline and Jack Worry received the same message. Their flights canceled.
Very frustrating because we already had a return trip booked. So trying to figure out how we can still make the most out of the trip and not only be there for like a day.
Southwest just has no guarantees right now of when we could rebook. So, I mean, it wasn't really an option.
Now they're all flying in a day later on a different airline and to a completely different city. But as the second biggest day to travel, which is today, wraps up, let's zoom out a bit to see what else this is going to impact.
Last year, when they had to cancel 2,400 flights, it cost them $75 million.
The number of cancellations this time well surpassed that mark and is only rising. So this holiday season is going to be full of frustrations. The biggest piece of advice from a former flight attendant is this.
It's the people who work in the airports, ground crew, flight crew. They're all just as frustrated and want to be getting you to where you're going to. So just move through it with a little grace and a little holiday spirit.
And the airline blames its poor performance on its network and says it will still take a bit longer to sort all this out.